This is the last session. So we are covering this. Make loud boss.
Hello. Good afternoon, one and all. My name is HABEEB MUJTABA.
And I am MURTUZA. We are pursuing BTech third year from NAWAB College of Engineering and Technology. It's such a great honor to be a part of such an inspiring event. We are there not just for a meeting but also with an aim, and that aim that is furthering us to have a basic knowledge about biometric that is useful in day-to-day life.
See, you might have heard about biometrics. You generally have the information what is the biometrics, but we want to know how the biometric came into existence and what will be the future of biometric. So in our PPT we will be covering the following topics: definition of biometric, history, working, recognition, biometric in today's world, biometric in future, advantages and disadvantages of biometric. What is biometric? Biometric is a unique individual identification system. It generally deals with security. See, bio and metric, they both are the different words. What bio means? Bio generally means a life or anything related to living organisms. And metric, the word defines the standard of calculation, and it is related to numerical values. It generally zeros and ones, binary. And they both combine together forms the biometric. As human is a living thing, its characters comes under bio, and the calculation of that characteristics is known as biometric.
So next page, please. Coming back to history, in 14th century in China, no offense, as you know, sometimes it is difficult to differentiate between Chinese people. An English guy, he used to hire Chinese people, so he used to take their fingerprints and palm prints to differentiate between them. So that concept started in 14th century, and the first system of biometric was in 1870. That system used to take individual measurements, like my measurements and description with photographs. And the first biometric was created in 1892 by Sir Francis Galton, and that biometric we used to record the person's fingerprints. Next page, please.
As you know, a biometric is a security. It is classified into three types: behavior biometric, physical biometric, and multimodal biometric. So what comes under behavior biometric? The behavior, it's not permanent, just a temporary behavior. As you take speaking, our voice, signature, our handwriting, and keystroke pattern. And what comes under physical biometric? Fingerprints, facial recognition, hand geometry, iris scan, retina scan. This all comes under physical biometric. Behavior biometric and physical biometric, these are the systems which takes only individual thing for the security purpose. If there is a biometric system which runs under the speaker, so it takes only the input as a voice, and it don't have any other related to that. In multimodal system, in multimodal biometric system, it covers more than one object. For example, I think you all have registered for Aadhaar card. So he have not taken only your fingerprints. He have taken your iris scan, your facial detection, and also the fingerprints. So this comes under multimodal. Next. How a biometric system works. So biometric system, what does the biometric system do is generally, it captures the image. For example, if you are taking a fingerprint biometric system, it captures your image. We have the ridges on our finger, it captures that, and that image is being processed, and that is converted into a numerical system, zeros and one, and that data is being saved somewhere. This is the working. Next.
So let's talk about recognize. How my biometric system recognizes. It is generally done in 4 ways. biometric capture. When I put my finger in the biometric machine, it captures my finger. And then biometric template, it changes the image into in the template of zeros and ones or an image. And then it scans from the database. From the database, it scans, and then the fourth step is accept or decline. That is the 4 ways to recognize fingerprint. Next page, please. Biometric in today's world.
In today's world, we have different type of biometric systems. We have fingerprint scanner, we have iris scan, we have facial detection, we have all different types of biometric systems. Coming to finger scan, as I said in the working, it captures the image, our finger in the fingerprint scanner. Our finger has the ridges. So all different peoples have the different type of ridges in that. So it takes the image. Every individual person have different widths in their ridges and different length of the ridges. So it takes that, it is being processed to a binary data, and then it is being stored. Next.
The next version is finger vein scanner. As you can see here, we humans have different kinds of way. As you can see here, A, B, C, D. Through this we can differentiate different scanning methods. There are minor differences. We won't be having similar characteristics. It scans the veins of our fingers. That is finger vein scanner. Next, please. Palm scanner. Instead of scanning the fingerprint, it scans the whole palm. As you can see here, we should keep our whole palm, and it scans the veins as well as all the fingerprints and all the prints over here. That is palm scanner. Next, please.
Iris scanner. Everybody has eyes, so we have different colors of our eyes, and the color pattern which is present in our eyes is known as iris. Different people have different colors. Example, brown, blue, green, and black generally. So that color pattern is known as iris. So every individual person have the different type of pattern present in their iris. So iris scans that pattern, and that is converted to the numerical value, and that is stored in the database.
And the next is the face scanner. Next image, please. Next is the face image scanner. As you can see here, sometimes we can get confused between twins. There you see Lucy and Louis. If you see them, they look identical. But with face detection scanner, it scans the characteristics, and this shows their percentage of matching. And with that, we get the complete information about that image. So with face detection, we can differentiate between the two identical twins. Next page.
One of the person has talked here about heart in the PPT. So coming the biometric in future. So one of the scientists known as Ramaswamy, who is working in Wolverhampton, University Wolverhampton. So he discovered that even our heart veins design is being differentiated with one or other person. So it is not similar in every person. So by using the electrocardiogram, the person's heart, if a person's died in an accident or anything, how can we particularly find out that if the body parts are being separated after the accident, how a person can be identified? So even with the help of the electrocardiogram, the person can be identified. Next. Even in the same electroencephalogram. So even Ramaswamy has researched on this also. See, our brain have the turns, the vein turns. So in every individual person, it have the different vein turns. And according to that, the biometric system can capture the data of the different persons in a different manner.
Surely we will be having some advantages and disadvantages. It is mainly used for the security purpose. For an example, or a criminal, he is very clever. He can change his appearance, but he cannot change his fingerprints. For an example, I will give you a case. Like a thief, he made a fake identity with a fake passport. So going to the airport, he should put his finger scan, and when he puts his finger scan, the whole information will be get, and we can know that he is a thief. And for the individual security, if you want to store our personal data, that can be stored in locks. that can be secured by this fingerprints. And for the privacy purpose, coming to the disadvantages, as I said, everything has advantages as well as disadvantages. Cost. To make these machines, it needs lot of money. The first disadvantage is cost. Unreadable fingerprints. Consider if this is our fingerprint. If we get a damage, the machine could not read our fingerprints. That is the main problem. And the second is system hacking. If there is a hacker, as you know, technology is increasing day by day. There are many hackers here. They can hack and they can steal our identity. And the fourth is recognition problems. For example, face. If you are wearing hat, the machine could not analyze, or we are having beard, that the machine could not analyze. And the fourth is spread of germs. If you are having allergy with the germs, many persons will be coming and they put on using the fingerprints. So that will be the reason for the spread of germs.
Talking about the spread of germs, you might have generally seen it is beginning.
Yeah, it's done.
Spread of germs, you might have generally seen in the attendance. Even in your college, there might be a biometric attendance system. You should put your fingerprint. So generally, more than one people putting the fingerprints, using the fingerprints, that is, they should the spread of germs. And second, I am being proud of being an Indian. I hope you all. So come on, just add one more thing to your knowledge that India is a leader in multimodal biometric system. As you have heard about Aadhaar card, so more than 1.2 billion biometric ID card has been issued in India.
And this Aadhaar card will be taking our fingerprints, our eye as well as face. That means that this is multimodal.
And India is having the biggest chain of multimodal biometric system. That's it.